So yeah, hello everyone. My name is Karthik Purnaja. So in my team, Pedro, Omar, and Jamal, we are all presenting our presentations. Today, our group will be comparing the organization cultures of Apple and Samsung here. So we're two of the most institutional and influential companies in the electronic industry. So our industry is based on the workplace images and the culture indicators, basically, and that mainly reflects how each organization operates internally. Uh, and that's the first slide. I'm coming to the next slide. Here, basically, I'm going through with the industry introduction. So here, where left side is Apple, accompanying right side Samsung here. And the electronics and technology industry is the most extremely fast-paced and innovation-driven. Companies like Apple focus on premium consumer electronics and design-led innovation, while Samsung combines engineering excellence and with large-scale manufacturing and semiconductor leadership. Here, both companies must consistently and innovate and adapt more quickly and maintain strong internal cultures to stay more competitive in the global industry. Uh, that's one of the main. Coming to third slide. Uh, Basically, we're going with the company overviews. So left side, I have mentioned the Apple overview, and right side, I have mentioned the Samsung overview. So Apple is founded in 1976 in California, and it's known for the iPhone, Mac, and most minimalistic design. And its culture is built around secrecy and creativity and perfection. And Samsung founded in 1938 in South Korea, which leads in the Samsung like Android smartphones, displays, and semiconductors. Its culture centers on discipline, efficiency, and engineering and strength. So the different origins and identities shape how employees work and collaborate inside each company. So these are my three slides. More here in these three slides, I have mainly focused on title slide and introduction and company overview. On the overall company overview, I was mainly strengthening the points like engineering strength and different origins and identities, and how to shape their employees for the better development and work and how to collaborate within the organization for the each company. Yep. Thank you. Next slide is done by Pedro.
Hello, I'm Pedro. I'm explaining the workplace formatly. When we examine a workplace formatly, Apple tends to polish it, minimalist, and the quiet workspace. The environment is formal because confident. It's more part of is the product straight. On the other hand, Samsung's workplace has a more traditional corporate structure with organized and busy in general, oriented space to support high volume activities. Now I'm explaining staff organization. Apple organization employs into small, special teams and even though the company Apple flat it's the title managed with limited information sharing. This structure supports secretly and focus innovation, and Samsung over has large structure departments and strong hierarchy. Reporting lines and very clear, and teamwork involves the coordinator between multiple engineering and production teams. And explaining status and power differences. At Apple, power and the status offer come from expertise and involved in high impact projects. Leaders tend to influence how the creative, either the formal authority, and Samsung display more traditional power difference and seniority play the martial role with hierarchy visible, and titles of and decision make process. Thank you.
Hi, my name is. I'll be talking about the organizational values. Starting with the organizational values, Apple and Samsung differ significantly in what they prioritize at a cultural level. Apple strongly values design excellence, simplicity, and user experience. Every product is expected to look refined and feel intuitive. Employees are encouraged to innovate, but within a controlled environment where secrecy is extremely important. Apple believes that protecting ideas leads to higher quality innovation, and because of this, creativity and attention to detail are highly rewarded, and employees gain influence based on the expertise and the contribution rather than the job title. Samsung, on the other hand, emphasizes efficiency, speed, and engineering strength. Its values are rooted in the large-scale production and technical performance. Samsung focuses on delivering products quickly and competitively across many markets. Productivity, discipline, and measurable performances are highly valued. This allows Samsung to respond fast to market changes and maintains dominance in manufacturing and hardware innovation. So we can say overall, Apple values experience and creativity, while Samsung values execution and operational efficiency. Next slide, please. Now we discuss the teamwork and the collaboration. When we look at teamwork and collaboration, the differences between Apple and Samsung becomes even more apparent. At Apple, teamwork happens mainly in the small and specialized teams. These teams work very closely on specific projects, but information sharing across the team is almost limited or non-existent. This structure supports innovation by allowing teams to focus deeply without distractions. However, because of strict confidentiality, collaboration is selective and carefully managed by the leadership. Apple believes that small teams produce better creative outcomes. Samsung uses a different approach. Collaboration happens on a much larger scale, involving multiple departments working together at the same time. Teams follow structured processes with clear roles and reporting lines. This allows Samsung to coordinate research, manufacturing, and distribution efficiently. Large team collaborations help Samsung operate smoothly as a global company with complex supply chain. So in summary, we can say Apple favors focused collaboration for creativity, while Samsung relies on broad teamwork to support speed and scalability. Next slide, please. Now we go through a comparative summary between both companies. To summarize the comparison, both Apple and Samsung, they succeed in the same industry, but their organizational culture support success in different ways. Apple has a minimalist and secretive culture, which is built around small teams, creative leadership, and design-driven innovation. And power comes from expertise and high-impact ideas rather than hierarchy. This culture strengthens Apple's premium brand and allows it to deliver unique and high-quality products. Samsung has a structured and hierarchical culture with large uncoordinated teams and top-down decision-making. Authority is clearly defined, which improves speed, efficiency, and large-scale execution. This structure enables Samsung to compete across many markets and maintain a strong operational performance. Ultimately, Apple innovates through creativity and control, while Samsung innovates through structure and execution. And both cultures effectively support innovation, but through completely different organizational strategies. Thank you.
Hi, this is Sheikh. I'm good to discuss about the lessons and the implications on the product. So from the comparison, we see that Apple's culture enhances creativity and strong brand identity, but limits all collaboration due to the secrecy. Samsung's culture boosts speed, the productivity and scalability, but relies heavily on efficiency. These cultural differences affects how employees communicate, innovate, and to solve the problems in each company. So now I'm going to discover the other slide, please. The conclusion part, the Apple demonstrate a design focus, the highly collaborative environment, while Samsung shows a structured engineering driven, the culture centered on the efficiency. Both cultures successfully support innovation, but they do so through very different workplace strategies. Understanding these different help us see how culture directly influence performance, the teamwork, the organizational outcomes. So this is the conclusion part. Now I'm going to discuss about the references. So next slide. So in this part of it, you can see the references, source of use to have or finances, the including organizational, behavior, the textbooks, cultural analysis from so insights and open stacks, the resources. We understood all the references to a recent and the directly related topic. As per now, the guidances we know how the Apple and the Samsung are the best the cheap market in the global. So they are the experts and have a lot of engineering the demonstrate the design from the other part of the study of the as well as so outcomes of the organization structure. We seen have discussed about all the topic about how the Apple and the Samsung is going to collaborate each other and how they are building the market in the all over the global. So thank you for watching our presentation. We are happy to hear to answer any question from your side. Have any queries, you can just contact us. Thank you so much. Have a good one, guys.